Hi folks, Pete Yetton here again, Managing Director of Remarkable Law Consultancy Limited, HE and Immigration Legal Specialists and Experts for the sector. Right, another week, another little vlog here, and we are going to focus on agent management again, okay, but just a little bit more detail now. So let's look at where we are, whatever you are in, FE, HE, private schools or private providers. We're looking at now US and Australian markets are looking quite aggressive and have been for a little while now with their immigration policies. Canada's having some student cap limits on it. So all of a sudden, the UK market is looking once again quite favourable. Still, we've got a really good post-study work. The visa process, even though there are challenges, it's definitely a fairer system because we have a right to appeal under the admin review, which the applicant can do. And then if it's really unfair, we've got a number of things that we can challenge the Home Office with. So there is this a bit more of I know this little subjective decision making from the UKVI, but if you front load the application with really good information and the student is better prepared at the point of interview from high risk countries, then you're not giving the UKVI a lot to go on in terms of if they want to refuse them or not. So let's focus on the filters and the challenges of how to get that focused student in. So from a compliance point of view and admissions point of view, you have a couple of things that you can use as like a lever. So imagine in a music studio, you've got all these levers which are putting bass forward and treble back and things. So imagine that you have three major things in your control. You have the deposits you can lower and raise. And you have your entry requirements, which you can lower and raise, and you have your English language requirements that you can lower and raise. And they're all really good things, like a barometer of how you can better bring in certain markets. You can raise some of those things up in order to filter out and have more focused students or students with a bit more money or whatever your strategy is. The one document which is really key, which we don't really focus, the higher education focus on it really a lot, but some of the other areas of education levels don't focus on it so much, and that's the personal statement or the statement of purpose. Now, normally it's a document that we would all write when we apply for a course. There's a structure to it, and it's be like, hi, my name is Pete, I'm wishing to apply for this course, and the reason is because X and Y, and the reason for this university, and the reason for this country, and I really love this course because of the modules, and what it's going to give me is this opportunity to do X. There's a platform or a template that I would follow if I'm going to apply to do a course. Now, how focused I am is in that document. And that document is going to go to admissions normally, and they can see that along with the qualifications and the other eligibility requirements, and they can look at that to make an assessment in the round of whether the student is actually focused. Now, where it's more challenging for the international student is that, like a domestic student, you can apply for a number of courses, and that statement is really got to be a wee bit generic, but also has to be quite focused sometimes on that given course. The reason why it sometimes is some suspicion over the statement of purpose is that there has, in the past, I have to say, not so much now, the agents have really helped the students write that statement. Now, though, obviously we have AI, which can certainly help write a statement. But the whole reason behind assessing a statement is that you want it to look like if the student's written it. Okay, so when you're assessing it, and if it's perfect English, if there's quite a lot of Americanisms in it with Z's instead of S's, it's quite an indicator of the fact that this student hasn't or has had help with that. All we're doing if we allow that to happen or we don't pick that up and highlight it to the agent is that we are setting the students up, or the agent's setting the students up to fail if they go for the interview and they are all over the place with their answers when they're getting interviewed about the same thing. So as we have the agents in contracts as well, it's really easy to help the agents understand that it's in the student's benefit. Yes, you can guide them into what the statement should look like, but it's the student's words. Now, the statement of purpose is a brilliant document to use because it allows us to easily hone in on a focused student and who's not a focused student. So if you want any more information about how to do this, then do contact me at pete@remarkablelawconsultancy.com, and my website is remarkablelawconsultancy.com. I will take your email. I'm in the middle of a really exciting, fantastic contract at the moment, but I will take your email and I will respond to you. All right, have a nice week and keep collaborating.